Part 3, during your search. So a thing you want to check right away is that you can see the outlines of your search segment. On a Garmin 60, they should all default to being visible, and you can see they are highlighted here for both of the segments they gave us, A and B. If they're not, or if you want to turn the display off for any reason, go to the track page, go to the track you want to change, hit enter, and you'll see each track has this little checkbox right here, show on map. You can toggle it on or off by hitting enter. We're going to leave the display on. So, when you get ready to start your search segment, you're going to turn your tracks on, also here on the track page. So go up to the top, just move over to on, and hit enter, and notice it takes a second after you hit the button. Now you're taking tracks, and you can begin searching. And usually you're going to want to leave it on the map page as you search so you can see where you're going. Let's say you want to mark a waypoint for anything, a clue or anything else during your search. From the map page, just like we did for the IC marker, hit mark. Go to the name field at the top and hit enter. And this is the time to slow down and take a minute to save it with a meaningful name. You don't want to rely on writing it down on a piece of paper because that information probably won't get translated to IC like it should. So take a minute and punch in something meaningful right now. When your name is good, go back to OK and hit enter. So at the end of your search, you're going to want to turn your tracks off. Just like before, that's from the track page. So I'll go to that. Up at the top, we move it from on to off, and we hit enter. There, we've stopped taking tracks. And the last step is to save your track with the correct name. So you move to save, hit enter. Yes, I want to save the whole track. Move to the name field and change that to the appropriate name. In this case, let's say we were operational period 2, search segment B. Say we were team number 5 and we were a K9 team. When your name is done, move back to OK, hit enter, and you'll see it show up there in the saved list at the bottom. This is as good a time as any to also clear out your active log. Okay, now you're ready to go on back to IC. Part 4, at IC after the search. This is the easiest part of the whole operation for you if you've done everything correctly. If you've saved your track name correctly, then when you go to hand your GPS to IC with the computer and they plug it in, they're going to see a correctly named track. If you did not name it correctly, you're going to face some questions about why you didn't name it correctly and what your team number was, what your search segment was, so that they can name it right there on the spot. That is going to slow down the whole operation by a few minutes. So please make sure to save your track name correctly every time you can. If they get multiple GPSs from your different team members, that's okay. They can make the names unique on the computer in IC. You don't have to worry about that in the field. All of your tracks should have the exact same name. Then they'll unplug it and give it back to you. And it'll have the same power off message. And you are all done.